Jake.
Talk over them.
Jake.
They gotta stop. Yeah. Okay, guys. My friend that works for food wrote down that she's my organizer because, like, Arabic people, that's not one of our big good things. We're not organized. So, but anyway, hi guys. I'm Tamara. This is Healthy Treats Market. We're in the Davison Farmers Market. Every Tuesday at 3 o'clock, we're doing classes. I'm trying to help you stay on track during the holidays. That's my goal, so hopefully we can make this work. I'm going to pray before I start. Lord Jesus, thank you so much for all the praise reports we've heard. Lord, thank you for my uncle. His kidneys have actually doubled in their function in 2 weeks, Lord. It's only been 2 weeks. I just pray, Lord, that you bless him and help him be faithful and give him longevity of life, Lord. And please, Lord, whoever's watching, just bless them. Help them to see. Help them to be open and honest, Lord. If we're not honest before you, you can't help us, Lord. So help us to be honest with ourselves and with each other. And if anybody's cheating with something, help them to come to me so that I can help them find an alternative. Thank you for all you've taught me. In your name I pray. Alrighty, guys. So today we're going to make a brownie. We're going to make a pumpkin spice pudding cake. We're going to make a pumpkin pie. This is butternut squash. What did you, is that my bone broth?
Bone broth and the pumpkin.
Okay, so go around with the bone broth first because it needs to be hot. Have you guys seen my video Beyond Bone Broth? That bone broth has the actual collagen, the bone, the marrow, all of it in it. So what I did to that is you take the bones, like he buys rotisserie chicken, and I take the bones from his rotisserie chicken, usually like 2 rotisseries is enough for a big Instapot, and you fill it up with water, and you just hit the broth. That's it. That's simple. This is how simple all my recipes are. So you cook the bone broth once. When it's done, you cook it again. It's easy to cook it again while it's still under pressure. It literally takes an hour from start to finish to cook it twice. When it's done, you literally can pick up the bones and mash them with your hands. They fall apart. They're that brittle. When you cook it twice, but you have to do it in an Instapot. The Instapot is what cooks everything under pressure. Okay? When you taste that broth, you're not just getting bone broth, you're getting the actual bone, the actual collagen. Like people pay $50 for a thing of collagen. That's a lot of money. If you're on a budget, you can make your own collagen with your bone broth. You don't throw the bones out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you guys gotta do. And I'm telling you, that bone broth fills me up so much, like it makes me not hungry and I gotta make myself eat. Okay, so that, yes. Is there a big, yes. It's in my recipe book under drinks and it's called Beyond Bone Broth. Okay, and I show you, I have a video, I show you how to do it. Okay, the next thing she's passing out is the pumpkin spice smoothie. That is, that smoothie is so clean. Guys, listen, this is what's in the pumpkin spice smoothie. Cream cheese, almond milk, sweetie, vanilla or what, caramel extract, you put caramel extract smoothie, and my sweetener and pumpkin pie spice. Like, that's it. That's all you're eating. There's no sugar in it.
And it's amazing.
The only calories in it is the cream cheese. So instead of having like a 800 calorie smoothie that you get at Tropical Smoothie, you get 250 calories for the same amount, and it's way better and no sugar. So if you're a diabetic, it's perfect for you. Okay guys, we are going to make buttered noodles. I'm going to get this started and get it hot so that we can make them. Get some more butter here and start something else. Has anyone here not had, raise your hand if you've not had my pumpkin pie. Oh, there's a lot of people here not had pumpkin pie. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a pumpkin pie. What I'm doing right now is melting butter in a bowl. And I'm gonna try it with, I think you can do it with egg whites. I'm gonna keep it with an egg because I want it to taste good. But I'm pretty sure you can make the pumpkin pie with a 1/4 cup of egg whites too. Because you can do it with my mixes. And guys, you can like, if you want to do this pumpkin pie and make a bigger one, all you gotta do is like quadruple the recipe. So do what I'm doing, but just make it quadruple or whatever if you want to make something bigger. So you don't, this is like going to be a single serving for everybody to try, okay? So what I did is I melted butter. I melted 2 tablespoons of butter. You need to have it melted like this, okay? And then you put a 1/4 cup of the Baker's Basic Cake Mix. This is going to make the crust, okay? And then I'm going to get a fork. AJ, you can pass all these samples out so they don't get wasted. Just want to eat them all. It's all good. Everybody loves it. So see guys, this is my crust. You all see that? You just flatten it up and it tastes just like a graham cracker crust. Like, it is so good. If you're hungry and I always say you gotta get your mixes in, like you gotta be eating at least 2 mixes a day. If you do these mixes, this is one mix right here. Just a little bit of butter in the mix. That's all you gotta do. Now we're gonna make the pumpkin pie filling. You need a 1/3 cup of pumpkin, which is about this much. 1 egg. This is not a good bowl to mix in, obviously. I'm going to have to put in something else. You need 2 tablespoons of Sweetie. And a 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin. So these 4 things are going to make up the pumpkin pie part of it.
That's pumpkin pie spice, yeah.
And, yeah, this is pumpkin pie spice. Yeah. And I do a 1/2 teaspoon. Oh man, that was a teaspoon. That's too much. Oh, I don't, you know what? A teaspoon, I mean, you can do a teaspoon, but it's gonna make it way too spicy. Like, I don't like a lot of spice. I like a hint of spice. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon, guys. You gotta read. I can't read. First to admit it. Okay, so I got my crust here. Now I'm gonna just mix this up and pour it over my crust. Get me a spatula, sweetie. I'm making a mess here. But I think you can do egg whites, like a 1/4 cup egg whites instead. I think I'm gonna do that and make myself a low calorie, low fat pumpkin pie. And you can add more pumpkin pie spice if you like. I like the Costco one. You guys ever had the Costco pumpkin pie? You don't like it? That's my favorite one. Do you like it more spicy? Okay, maybe I can try to.
The recipe of the Libby's pumpkin.
Do you? Okay, I'll try to add a teeny bit more. Try to mix it in. Okay, but all you do, this is your pumpkin pie. I'm gonna microwave this for 3 minutes and that's all I gotta do. Okay? And we'll be right back with that. We'll get that started. Okay, butternut squash. I'm gonna microwave this and then all I'm going to do to this, I bake this in the oven. What I do, I try to do everything simple. I got a big oven. I cut it in half. I sprayed the actual squash part, and then I flipped it upside down in the oven, and I just baked it at 350 till I could scoop it out with a spoon, and that's what this is. And then all you gotta do is put some sweetie and cinnamon on it, and you're good to go, right? Let me get this out.
It's all spitting out of here.
I want you guys to, what's that?
This is all like spitting out of here.
My butter's gonna go bad. Okay, I'm cutting celery. Okay, so we're gonna do stuffing first. Should we do stuffing first? Okay, I'm gonna cook up some celery, and then we'll do buttered noodles. So all you do about a half a cup celery, a quarter cup onion.
There we go. Now
Are
we're
you
back.
on? Okay.
So what'd you just put in there?
I just put a half a cup celery and a quarter cup onion
Yeah, what else did you
with
put?
2 tablespoons butter and a half a cup bone broth.
All right.
Okay. And all I do to my bread mix is I add a quarter cup egg whites and 2 tablespoons plain non-fat Greek yogurt. I've got a bad heart, so I'm big on low carb, low calorie, low fat, high protein. I don't like to do a lot of fat. So there's my egg whites. And where's my Greek yogurt? You have about 30 grams of protein just in this. And you've got only about 4 fat in here and about 4 net carbs. Okay, that's why this works. That's why you eat this all day long and you lose weight. Because how much would bread this much have? How many carbs would this much bread have in it? And not only that, it'll kill you. It's not just gonna make you gain weight, it's gonna kill you. So I'm gonna mix this and I'm gonna microwave it in the microwave for a couple minutes. And then as soon as it comes out, I'm just gonna chop it up and dump it in there. By then the celery and onions should be like minced. See that, guys? I'm gonna microwave that 2 minutes and we'll be right back. Okay, now we're gonna do this. This is warm. I'm gonna put some sweetie on this and some cinnamon. I actually have cinnamon and sweetie mixed together. So this is how you can make a sweet butternut squash dish. Should we spray butter on here too? Do they put butter on butternut squash? I don't know if I have enough butter. I don't have spray butter either. You guys, I'm not gonna put butter. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can put butter when you go home and do it, but just to give you ideas of different things you can do. Okay, guys, this is butternut. I love it. I know other people's food looks better, but I love it like this. We're gonna pass these out now for samples. Give everybody a stick. Yeah, here. Or give everybody just a fork and let them save their forks. You can give them all a fork and you can even give them all a plate if you want, if it's easier. Whatever you want to do. You can use those, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we did that. We're gonna work on the stuffing now. Let me put this. Okay, now we can I'm gonna make a brownie. Everybody loves brownies, right? My brownie, in my opinion, tastes like a Ghirardelli brownie. But my brownie, let me explain something to you guys. Brownies are full of crap, right? They're high in fat and they're high in sugar. My brownie is low in fat, low in sugar, high in protein. So my brownie's got about 200 calories for the whole thing. It has 18 grams of protein. It has less than 5 net carbs and less than 5 grams fat. Okay, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna make it right now. So this is the chocolate cake mix. I put 1 serving in here. Pumpkin pie's done, okay. And where's the garlic? Where's the garlic bread? In here. Ooh, that was hot. Okay, guys, sorry I got so many things going at once. I just don't want these to burn. Is that looking okay? All right, let me do the brownie, and then we'll cut this up. You can turn it on. Okay, guys, so to make the brownie, we're gonna do, again, 1/4 cup of egg whites. Two tablespoons plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Now, instead of heavy whipping cream, I love to use this. Okay, unsweetened coconut milk. This stuff, see how thick it is? It's half the calories of heavy whipping cream and half the fat. And it still gives, look how thick and creamy it is. It gives it the creamy, like, creamy, rich, creamy taste that a brownie is supposed to have. So I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of this. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of my sweetener. Whoops. And 2 tablespoons of cocoa. And this brownie, to me, tastes like a Ghirardelli copycat. See how much you get in a mix, guys? And what are you eating in this brownie? You're eating organic coconut flour, flaxseed, nutritional yeast, sunflower lecithin, egg whites. I make my own sweetener with erythritol, monk fruit, and stevia. You're eating, you know, coconut milk. Like, you're eating all healthy ingredients. There's nothing in this that's in a real brownie. We're gonna microwave this. And while that's being microwaved, we're gonna make the stuffing. So this is the garlic bread. So for those of you who love bread and butter, like there's dinner rolls everywhere, let me tell you, once you buy Kerrygold, this will be your new best friend forever. It is the best tasting butter that exists. And look at this bread. This is my garlic bread mix. It tastes just like garlic bread. I'm gonna cut this up. This one we're gonna make stuffing out of. And I'm gonna use the skinny bread to make like bread and butter so that you've got like a dinner roll replacement. So all I did is cut these up in squares. You see how easy it is to make this stuffing? Literally butter, celery, onions, and the garlicaholic bread mix. And then I'm gonna sprinkle it with some HTM seasoning and some garlic. It might need a little bit more bone broth, guys, because I like made all the bone broth boil away. Let me add a little bit more bone broth. Is there more over there? Wait, I'll just use this one. I don't want to do too much. You got to be careful not to do too much because then it'll be mushy. I can't wait for you guys to try this because it's new. Kristen, what do you think? Does this look good? One thing that looked good, that looks more like pumpkin. Okay, the one thing I like to do with this is sprinkle HTM seasoning on it. I'm just gonna put it in here. So this is one mix, guys. Like this is something you can do with the garlic bread mix, is make stuffing. Okay? Now what I'm gonna do, let me bring it here, Craig, so I'm not working in the heat. I'm gonna just pat it. This, to put this on it, makes it like 50 million times better. This seasoning, I love my HTM seasoning. Should I put a little garlic? I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic. Guys, I'm not a stuffing eater, so I don't know, but I had customers this morning tell me it tasted like real stuffing and it was really good, so. This is the stuffing, guys. You have no excuse. You have no excuse to eat stuffing. You can put shredded chicken in here and make it like a chicken hash. You know what I'm saying? So you guys can sample these out. Try to make sure they get a bite of the seasoning with it too. No, because I just made it today. I'm gonna make a video. I'll make a video about it. No, stuffing? No, it came from one of my customers. Yeah. And then you guys can try the pumpkin pie. We're gonna put this, cut this up, and AJ, I'm gonna put that there for you and give you a fork. And you can't have pumpkin pie without some cream on it. Everybody needs cream, right? So you're gonna have to like scoop this up where they get the baker's basic too. So you go like this and like this and like that, and then you stick it in here. Like that, right? All screwed up. They got forks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this one might not be so bad. How many do you need?
11.
11?
12.
12?
No, 13. 13.
Just put a dollop of that on all of them. Is there people watching?
Yep. They can't taste it though.
Hi guys, you should be here. If you live nearby, you should be here tasting this stuff. Oh, you said 13? It might only be 12. Here, I'll cut this one in half. There you go. So there's the pumpkin pie. Now we're going to do the brownie. Whoa! My brownie exploded. It exploded. Oh, I've never had that happen.
Huh.
I mean, I'm sure it's still good, but...
This is an exploded brownie,
This is an
guys.
exploded brownie, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't ever explode. Show them the microwave.
Nice.
I don't know what happened. I guess you might need
I think it's
bigger
just
bowl.
that good. It's dynamite.
Use a bigger bowl, guys. You might need a bigger bowl. Maybe my bowl wasn't big enough. I'm going to try to recover some of this. Yeah, it's not that messy, Grace. Okay, and then what I do with the brownie is I put chocolate chips on it.
Do those explode too, or
No.
no?
These don't. I love the Lily's chocolate chips. You can put rosemary and sage. You can put whatever you want. The point of the it is you can have stuffing without carbs and lose weight. That's the point. You can put whatever you want in it. You know, I try to keep the recipes like real simple. I don't put it, if it gets complicated, I don't even like to put it on my book. But yeah, you can do whatever you want. That's what I was thinking. My sister told me to add rosemary and sage. That would be good too. It would be delicious. It's a good alternative, right? Like, if you had that at Thanksgiving, would you crave stuffing? No. That's what the purpose of this is. It's to satisfy your cravings so that you don't crave the bad stuff. This is alternatives to satisfy your cravings. Now we're going to make a pumpkin spice pudding cake. Grace, I need you to wash these for me right now, please. May I make a pumpkin spice cake? I'll use this to make the cake. Okay, guys. Now, to make a pumpkin spice pudding cake, all you have to do, again, all these mixes, instead of the egg and the cream, I add a 1/4 cup egg whites and 2 tablespoons plain non-fat Greek yogurt. So that's what I'm going to do here to add protein, to make myself eat a lot of protein, okay, guys? Another thing I want to tell you, I want to tell all you guys, if you want to lose weight, my experience, the more egg whites you eat, the more weight you lose. I eat about a dozen eggs every day. I hard boil eggs, and I'll eat 6 at a time. I'll just peel them, cut them in half, throw out the yolk, and just put some salt and pepper and hot sauce. I love this hot sauce. I sprinkle it on them. And I eat a dozen, and I'm telling you, when I do that consistently, my weight falls off.
Why did you throw out the yolk?
It's very high in calories and it's very high in fat. And it's not that it's bad for you, but if you're someone like me with a bad heart, you don't want to be doing high fat. So I do fat, but I'll do fat like in the form of my bombs. Because this fat is coconut oil. This fat is coconut. You know what I mean? This fat is olive oil, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, and coconut oil. It's a better fat than dairy fat. Egg yolks are not bad though. I mean, like, he eats 5 a day. The thing is, when you're healthy, you don't have to worry about it as much as when you're not healthy. I'm going to give you guys an example. I want to tell you guys something. My grandma, the way this business started is my grandma came to live with me. And they told me she was going to die in 6 months. And in 6 months, she went from 17 medications down to 6. And she lived for 5 more years, almost 6. She died like right when she turned 100.
Wow.
So that's when the Lord put on my heart, you need to do this not just for you and your grandma and your dad, you need to do it for everyone. Because she was a diabetic, okay?
The last time.
When your body's already messed up, when you're a diabetic and your body's already messed up, the littlest amount of sugar will make your blood sugar skyrocket. Okay? It won't do that to me because I don't have a diabetes issue, but I do have a bad heart. So I took my grandma to church, and she hadn't had sugar in forever, and she got off all her meds and everything. Well, they had the Lord's Supper at church. So they ever did the Lord's Supper at church? Like, how much grape juice do they give you? Not much. And how much of the bread did they give you? Not much. When we got home, she was shaking like this. Like, that's how she came to me, shaking. She was having all these mini strokes. And I took her blood sugar, and it was over 300. From that, that's what I'm trying to say is if your body's already messed up, you got to make sure you don't mess it up more, okay? Like if your friend is eating a candy bar, they can eat a candy bar, but if you're a diabetic and you eat a candy bar, you're a fool. You're basically saying, I want to die. You know, and that's why we have alternatives, so that you don't have those struggles. That's what this is all about. Okay, give everybody a little bit of a brownie, sweetheart.
I started butter for your butter.
You started butter for the buttered noodles. Okay, we're gonna make butter. Oh, we're gonna make pumpkin pie spice first. We're gonna do a pumpkin pudding cake. So all I do to these mixes is add a 1/4 cup egg whites and 2 tablespoons Greek yogurt. Where's my egg whites? I'm sorry, sweetie. Please, guys, you have questions, interrupt me. Do not, please, this is not like Tamara knows everything and she's gonna, you know, I wanna, there's my, okay, I'm gonna mix this now. And I'm gonna microwave it for 2 minutes, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to it. This is one of my absolute favorites. I think I could eat this every morning. Could you eat this every morning? Do you like pumpkin? You're not a pumpkin fan? You love pumpkin? You know what I thought? You could put some pumpkin in here and make it even more pumpkin-y. Should we do that? Let's do it. Ain't gonna hurt. I don't want to put too much though because I want it to cook. I'm going to put like a tablespoon or 2 of pumpkin in here. Make it even more pumpkin-y. Alright. Now we gotta microwave it longer though, okay? Hopefully this one won't explode. Not anymore. Okay, that's going. Have you guys hit my bars? Who's not hit my bars? I'm gonna pass out my bars. Can you count my bars, honey? Yeah, let everybody. How many is here? 11, 12,
13.
13. So we need to cut these into 13 pieces. Each one into 13 pieces. Here's the mocha. And you don't need to, you can just, I would just give them all a plate. Oh, whoops. 13. And then we need a peppermint one. You can use this knife, Grace, it works better. Okay guys, we have 4 kinds of bars. I'm gonna get 2 plates. This bar tastes like a peppermint patty. There's another bar that tastes like a mountain bar. There's a mocha bar that's got like chocolate on the inside and coffee on top. And then there's a peanut butter chocolate chip coconut bar. So those are the 4 bars that you can try. The peppermint and the peanut butter chocolate chip are good, yeah. And I am going to start making burger buns to sell too. And once I think we figured out how to make them good. So once we got it down, I'll make a video to show you guys how to make them.
Your pumpkin pie, you did it in the oven or the microwave?
No, you can do it in the oven, honey. All this can be done in the oven.
So how long would I cook? If I want to do a whole pie, if I did it like
I would do 350. I follow a recipe, but I use my stuff.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can do it the same as a recipe. Yeah. This is done. Ooh, it looks so pumpkin-y. Look how big this is, guys. This is 1 serving. That's what I'm saying. These little packets make this big of a cake. That's a lot of cake. This is very filling. And when you're adding only egg whites and Greek yogurt, you're talking 150 calories. Like that's less than 2 slices of cheese. And this is gonna fill you up more than 20 slices of cheese. Because I can eat cheese all day long and I don't get full. All right, before we do that, I am going to make buttered noodles. And these ramen style noodles are so good. They look and taste like ramen noodles. And you can eat them all by themselves, okay? So all I did is melt some butter in there. I'm gonna rinse these, throw them in there, and add some of my HTM seasoning. That's really all you need, and you have a buttered noodle alternative. So let me rinse these. You can follow me, honey, so I can show people what to do. So guys, what I do, I'm gonna cut these open. I like the strainer that's not metal. I like the plastic one more. But just do whatever you got. This is how I rinse them. Okay? And then I'm going to try to get all the water out, and I'm going to dump them on top of the butter. All right, let's go here. Just make another one then. You need to give them enough that they can taste it. If you don't give them enough, they won't taste it. Just give them 2 bars. I wouldn't put them all on one. I just give them on. I just give them a plate or something like that. Whatever. Okay, so now the noodles are cooking. So we are going to turn this up and pan fry the noodles. And the only other thing I'm going to add to them I would say about a half a tablespoon of HTM seasoning. You just want flavor. You don't want them to be salty. Okay, guys, this is the pumpkin spice pudding cake. I need a plate. Here's what I'm gonna do to this. I sell this pudding. This is the, AJ, give me a Simply Delish so I can show everybody. This pudding is so good. Love you. It tastes just like real pudding. And I made it with almond milk. It's so good. And it doesn't have a lot of carbs. And what I love about this company, they sweeten everything with stevia. And even their Jell-O, they color it with juices like beet juice and stuff like that. So it's all natural everything. So if you're on whatever diet you're on, you can do this. So all I did to make this is I took this packet, put it in here. I added 1 1/4 cups of almond milk and I blended it. That was it. That's how easy it is to make this. I want everybody to try this. Let me do the cake and then I'm gonna have AJ have you guys all try it. See my cake? I'm gonna cut it with a knife. So what I like to do, I like to fill the middle with pudding. This is so good. I cannot tell you how good this is. And then I put the other half back on. I'm gonna put a little bit more pudding here. You can't go wrong with this, guys. And I'm telling you, I have enough testimonies online now where you guys can like believe me that everybody loses weight all the time. I promise you I'm not lying. And even though I don't lose as much weight as my customers do, everybody's losing weight. Now what I did is I put the cream cheese frosting on top. So there's pudding in the middle, there's cream cheese frosting on top. I'm gonna add a little bit of my cinnamon sweetie. And anybody like walnuts? Okay, I'm gonna put some walnut. Nobody's allergic to nuts here, are you? You are, Shell? Okay, I'm gonna give you this before I put walnuts on it. Speak now if you're allergic. Anyone else? This is for you, sweetie. Yep, here's a stick. All right, I'm gonna put, where's my nuts? I mean, even though this is adding calories, you are eating so clean, you are still going to detox. Again, you're eating higher protein, you're eating lower carb, you're eating, I mean, guys, this is one mix. This is one mix. That's why I'm saying, most people struggle eating what I make them eat in a day. You have to eat at least 2 of these a day. Pass this out, honey. You can just, just give that to everybody and then just put a clump of that on there. Give everybody that and then just stick it on there. It's easier than the cups. Okay, guys, so that's the cake. We're different. I think we did everything except the donuts because I brought my donut maker, but I didn't bring the plug in. Next time. I got this. I mean, you just add the egg whites and the Greek yogurt, but you bake it in the form of a donut. You know what I mean, guys? Listen to me, I'm gonna unplug this because it's really not even worth it making. So the pumpkin spice pudding cake that I just made, you can just add the egg whites and the Greek yogurt to it. And instead of putting it in the microwave for 2 minutes, you can put it in a donut maker. You know what I mean? Or you can put it in the oven in the donut pans. And it'll make a donut. And then you put cream cheese on top, or pudding on top, and cinnamon sweetie. So that's going to give you a donut. You can even make it in the shape of a donut, and then you can pan fry it in a little bit of butter to make it like fatty like a donut, if that's what you're craving. sometimes I'm craving rich. Like when I'm craving sweet, I'm craving sweet and rich at the same time. That's why I love my bombs. That's why I do my bombs all the time. I know some people love the bars, but those are light and sweet and light. To me, the bombs are more sweet and rich, and that's more my taste, but I try to, you know, help cater to everybody what they want. Guys, do you have any questions or anything else you want me to make? We're still working on the buttered noodles. But I just want you guys to see that there are alternatives. And they're pretty close in taste. Are they pretty close in taste? Yeah. Yes. The little ones are 1 serving and they're 5 for $15, so they're like $3 a piece. But the big bag is a 20 serving and it's $40, so it's like $2 a piece. So if you're planning on doing this and, you know, for a long time, like I tell everybody, get the bulk mixes if you're gonna stick to it. It's just a way cheaper way to go. You know what I'm saying? And I think these noodles are ready. I'm gonna have you guys try these noodles. I'm just gonna put them in a bowl and have AJ put some on your plates. Yeah, that's what we should do from now on. We're learning as we go, guys. We're like, everything is trial and error. This is your buttered noodles, guys. The reason I picked the ramen style instead of like the fettuccine ones, because I know buttered noodles are more linguine type. I feel like these have more of a noodle texture. The fettuccine ones, to me, you gotta mix them with something. Like you gotta add vegetables to them or meat to them. These ones you can, their texture is so close to noodles, you can eat them just like this. So that's what I like about them. You can put, sweetheart, will you put like just a little hand dollop of that on everybody? Does it have enough, can you taste it? I don't know if I put enough HTM seasoning before I give it to everybody. Tell me if it has enough HTM seasoning. I'll get another one. And I think that, oh, I was gonna make a dinner roll. We're gonna make a dinner roll. That's the last thing we gotta do today. Is it good? Okay. So just pass that out, put it on their plates and let them eat it. Okay, I'm gonna show you. You guys haven't had my bombs either, have you? Okay, if you haven't had my bombs, you need to taste them. They're all right here. Do you want to see if anybody wants bombs? Just grab that and some of those and you can give them some. And we're gonna make bread and butter. That's the last thing for today. So, when everybody's eating bread and butter and getting fat, you guys are going to eat Healthy Treats Market bread and butter and lose weight. Again, egg whites, Greek yogurt. That's it. See this, guys? And when it comes out of the microwave, it's a total bread texture. So good. And you're putting so many healthy things in your body. And we're gonna put Kerrygold butter on it.
The best.
You
ever.
need to have this in your home, guys.
Oh,
like if
God.
you don't have this, something's wrong with you. This butter tastes like candy. I can't
You get it
describe
at Sam's, right?
Sam's has it, Costco has it. I think Walmart carries it now too. It's just so good. Aldi had it. Okay, but you gotta watch out for Aldi because they have one that looks exactly like this, but it's not Kerrygold. I bought it and it was like canola oil and something else mixed. So I was like, man, I thought I was buying Kerrygold. Alright. I think that will be the last thing for today. Is anybody online got any questions?
So far, no.
Please behave this holiday. I just want everybody healthy so bad. When I'm unhealthy, I think about everybody else.
They're messing with my hat, saying how small my head is. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't even put it on.
No.
I know. No wonder why Dad thought I have a big head, because he has a tiny head.
Me and Dad have the same head.
You have the same head?
I have a smaller
Oh my
head.
gosh, it fits Jen.
It's
I have a
a,
smaller head.
Here, give me it.
I have to like tighten it. Yeah, put it on.
oh, no way. That ain't good. No.
All right, guys. Bread and butter. Bread and butter. Last thing, sweetheart. Let me get my glove on so we can put it up. You want- I'll do it because it's so hot. And then you can have
I got sensitive fingers.
You do. Man, Kristen, you're such a big help. Okay. See how it comes out too? How clean it comes out? I didn't spray that. I didn't do anything.
See.
I want to put, I hope this is like, everybody just needs a lot of Kerrygold. You can't ever put too much Kerrygold. Okay, how am I going to get this stuff to stay on? You guys can add, instead of just bread and butter, you can throw cheese and bacon bits in here. And that's what I do, make it like a Red Lobster biscuit. That's enough, I think that's enough. Rubbers. Here, let me. Thank you. Anybody got? Yes, honey. Oh yeah. Once you buy it, now let me tell you something. I don't cook with it because when you mix it like the stuffing, I just use regular butter. You're not gonna taste it. But when you're eating it where you taste it, like you're eating bread and butter, you want Kerrygold. It tastes like candy butter, I swear to you. They don't put sugar in it. I don't know what it is. It's grass fed and it's from Ireland and it's just so good. Yeah. No, I don't think that's good.
You heard that?
Yeah. That's full of carbs. It doesn't matter. Your body can't tell if your carbs are greens or fruit or, you know what I'm saying? Your body, carbs are carbs. That's the thing. Your body's, all the carbs you eat are going to turn into sugar. So if you're eating anything that's got carbs, the only carbs that you can eat that your body won't process like sugar is fiber. And that's why they say when you eat, like if something's high in fiber, you subtract the carbs. You subtract the fiber from the carbs. You need to worry about net carbs.
People have a problem with
No, I help them go to the bathroom. They come to me with a problem and I teach them how to go.
nice of you.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. I tell everybody this. If you're healthy, you will eat little poop. And if you eat this much in a day, you should poop this much in a day. Isn't that what kids do? Because their bodies aren't trashed, right? So as you get, so when I got down to a size 2, I was going to the bathroom like number 2, like 5 times a day. And now I go, this stuff here, have you guys tasted my ginger detox? Okay, that is a must. Like I tell everybody, you better either make it or you better buy it from me. Because it's that important for you. It's all the nasty stuff you're supposed to have. Do you have a testimony about it?
I love the ginger.
Does it help you go to the bathroom?
Between that and the green stuff,
Yeah.
I go at least 3 times a day, just on those 2.
There you go. There's your testimony. I mean, it is. It works. Because that's why I don't like people to look at this as a diet. This is a lifestyle. You need to eat like this forever. Because if you go on a diet, you're gonna do what you gotta do to lose the weight, like these, like TVR. I'm not trying to like badmouth these other things, but if it's not doable and sustainable and maintainable, you're just gonna gain your weight right back when you go back to doing what you were doing. You know what I mean? I lost my weight 10 years ago, and the only time I've ever gotten bigger is when I got pregnant. Because when I got pregnant, I went off, which was stupid. If I ever get pregnant again, I'm doing strict keto. I think that's why I messed myself up this last time. But the only time I crave carbs is when I'm pregnant, so I thought, oh, the baby needs it. The baby doesn't need it. So, yeah. But that's what's... Yeah, I don't do high fat. I only have keto up there so everybody knows no sugar, no flour. I do low carb, low calorie, low fat, high protein. Yes, so my barbecue chicken pizza has over 80 grams of protein in it. That's what I do because the high protein is what's going to help you lose weight. When you do high fat, so I had a lady come in. Yeah. She did keto. She did the meat, eggs, cheese keto. She made the chaffles with eggs and cheese and almond flour. Do you have any idea how many calories you're consuming when you make chaffles with eggs and cheese and almond flour? A whole lot more than that waffle right there. I'll just say that, okay? She had a heart attack, and then she came to see me. She did the meal kit, and she lost 12 pounds in 10 days. But the biggest thing about it was her blood pressure. When she came to see me, and we did the video, her testimony is on my website. When she came to see me, that was the very first day that she had a normal blood pressure. So that's my point. My point is you can do meat, eggs, cheese, keto, and lose weight and have a heart attack. This is what it's been specifically designed to reverse heart failure. You know what I'm saying? My heart reversed doing this. I went to 9 cardiologists. I ended up at Cleveland Clinic and they gave up on me. I mean, I still go to Cleveland Clinic, but the meds stopped working. I got COPD from the meds. I was dying. And that's how all this started. I just decided to get off of everything. You get sick of being sick. I don't push people. I mean, I've been to the point where I was dying and I was like, stop, you're not taking me to the hospital. Like, you're not.
The doctor said next year they're okay.
Oh yeah, their jaw dropped. And then when they asked me what I was doing, they didn't want to hear it. Sweetheart, it's like this guy I listen to from India, he always says, if you don't study the Bible for yourself, you deserve to be deceived. If you think you're going to get all the food you need from your pastor, you're out of your mind. He only knows so much. He's not God.
Tamara, you should tell him about your uncle.
Oh my gosh, my uncle, my aunt just left. My uncle, 2 weeks ago, my uncle's in kidney failure. He's not so bad that he's on dialysis yet, but I don't know what number it was. Whatever number for his kidney was 23 when he came to see me 2 weeks ago. And the doctor just called him today. My aunt just left. She was the one that waved by to me. She's the one that looked Arabic. She just left, and she said the doctor called, and his numbers are up to 46. which means his kidneys have doubled in function in 2 weeks. He's only been doing this for 2 weeks, but he's been like rigid about it. He's been listening to me. I gave him my food and I gave him the supplements that he needed for it. He's been doing it. But his function doubled in 2 weeks. But you have to, here's what I'm trying to say, you have to pray, because he went to so many different doctors and everybody was telling him something different. And the main thing they were telling him is, well, if your kidneys are bad, don't drink a lot of water, don't drink lemon juice. And I'm thinking, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to clean your kidneys. And then they told him, don't eat wheat bread, but you can eat white bread. Okay, don't eat wheat bread, but you can eat white bread, but white bread is going to kill your heart. Like, do you want to fix your kidneys and damage your heart? You know what I'm saying? So I put him on my diet. His numbers doubled. He's doing great. They were crying. Him, his wife, and his son and daughter-in-law. They were all crying after the doctor. I'm so happy. I love that. It happened to my dad, too. I've got tons of testimonies like that, guys. You just got to go online and watch them.
Can you get too much protein?
You have to have
be
a
careful
lot.
what you do and where your protein is coming from. I would say to that, the answer is yes if you're doing the wrong protein. Okay, gluten is a protein. Do you want to eat gluten all day long? No, right? Meat is all protein. You eat lean meat, it's all protein, but too much meat is hard on your body, right? So you don't need a lot of meat.
I meant specifically good protein.
So I do egg whites and Greek yogurt. And in my opinion, you can't get too much of that.
Did your body just excrete it?
It is the most digestible protein out there. Your body is so easily digested. So my experience, the more egg whites I eat, the more weight I lose. And the more Greek yogurt I eat, the more weight I lose. And I know this has some carbs in it, but I don't know. I lose weight eating it, so I'm not going to complain. That's why I put it in my mixes. Yeah. Maybe next week we'll do an example of a meal kit, what a day's worth of food looks like. That look good?
Maybe.
It's getting close to Thanksgiving. If you guys got anything you want me to try to come up with, let me know. With the stuffing, that's the garlic bread mix. You want to get the garlic bread mix. And if you want to make a sweet stuffing, you can get the skinny bread mix. Skinny. The baker's basic is like a white cake. The skinny is like a white bread. Yeah. I use this, just take it out, put it in a glass jar, cover it up. I use this instead of heavy whipping cream. It's much healthier. Yeah, and you know what? You can make ice cream out of this.
Coconut milk.
That's my next project.
I mean, the vanilla smoothie is basically ice cream.
The vanilla smoothie is ice cream and it's with almond milk, but I put cream cheese in the vanilla smoothie. But the vanilla smoothie tastes like a smoothie, you know, like you have the pumpkin smoothie. I have a feeling it's used to do this now. It's higher in calories, but it's coconut. It's not cream. And I'm telling you, when I do coconut oil, my fat burning. There's something about like when I do coconut oil, you gotta learn your body. You gotta learn your body. I know when I do a lot of coconut oil, I lose weight because it does something to make me go to the bathroom. Okay, when I drink cream in my coffee, it doesn't do that for me. So obviously dairy fat my body doesn't process it like coconut fat, like non-dairy fat. You know, so that's what you need to like experiment and figure out what works. You know. Anything else? What were you gonna say, honey? Okay.
I did, when I was here a week ago Saturday, I tried your cake. And I didn't, when I made it at home, I didn't like it as well. I think it's because I used frozen pumpkin instead of Libby's meal.
Don't do that because that's full of sugar. Oh yeah, I have a pumpkin spice cake mix.
I took that, and I added 1 egg and
No, yeah. So like, if you want it, you're welcome. Have a good day.
Was it good? Wait, I'm gonna do that. 1 egg. What did you do? A quarter cup mix?
yeah, I had one of those.
You guys want to try it? You want to make it right now? Quarter cup pumpkin. 1 egg and a half cup pumpkin.
I measured it like you measured.
And then you just microwave it 2 minutes.
We've got Philly chicken, we've got Philly chicken,
Let's do it.
Okay, so you don't need any of this.
No. I mean,
Let me grab a pumpkin mix.
it's like an all-purpose seasoning. Like, I mean, we cook the chicken in that seasoning, and then we flavor.
Grace, dance for us. You want to dance?
Yeah.
Go ahead and dance.
Okay, guys, one of my customers did this is what they did. This is why we have a support group. I'm just going to use this because I just put skinny bread in here. So this is the pumpkin mix. And I'm going to throw in an egg.
How much for one? Oh, okay. I think it's $3 a piece.
I bet you could do this with egg whites. I'm going to do egg whites. So if you want something super low calorie.
Sorry.
Yes, Mom.
Three.
$3.
So use it after 5.
Instead of the egg, I'm going to do a quarter cup of egg whites. And I'm going to do a half a cup pumpkin. And I'm going to measure it the Tamara way.
I did that, so I'm sure that's part of why it turned out. Measuring
Well, I'm curious to see how this is.
got me worried now.
I'm going to microwave it, what, like 2 minutes? 3 minutes? Okay. 3 minutes. I did egg whites. I'm gonna see. I want to see if egg whites come out the same as the egg.
You're expanding my creativity because I don't normally do it like this.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I just really like the texture. Pumpkin pie.
Okay, so you like this more?
I think I like the texture.
Okay.
But like I said, I know it's part of the pumpkin pie.
The kids run the market and the family.
Yeah.
You're in the bathroom. Hey, Hattie, can you say hi? Maddie did all her makeup. And Maddie did Adeline's makeup. Are you gonna get married? Are you gonna marry Mom? I love you. All right, guys. You can't try what I'm making. I'm just gonna get it to my people that are here. Thank you for watching. We're here every Tuesday at 3. Come see us in the Davison Farmers Market. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 9 to 5.